my name is Gabby and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, then welcome to my channel, and today's video is going to be my spoiler-free review for the Sunbearer Trials by Aiden Thomas. I will have the content warnings linked down below in the description. I also do have a spoiler-free review and a journal with me for Cemetery Boys by Aiden Thomas, and that will all be down there as well. So with that, let's go ahead and start talking about this book because I need to hype this immediately. At the beginning of each decade, the sun's power must be replenished in order for the evil obsidian gods to stay at bay. 10 semi-deosis are chosen to compete in the Sunbearer Trials, where the loser is sacrificed so that their body can protect everyone for the next 10 years. Our main character, Tio, is the trans son of the goddess of birds, and he's never really worried about the trials except for worrying about others in regards to the trials. However, that all changes when he gets chosen to compete against opponents who are better trained and more powerful than himself. Okay, so let's go ahead and start this off by talking about our main character, and that is, in fact, Tio. I really enjoyed following his journey here. He's super fun and mischievous. He's also kind of snarky and petty, and we love him for that. I really feel like we got to see his character growth from where he began at the beginning of the book to where he ends up. It was all really lovely, and I just really liked him overall. I also do want to give a very, very special shout out to Nia. She made me smile and laugh so much throughout this entire book, just by herself, but then also when she's combined with Tio. This is one of my favorite friendships that I've ever read. I loved reading them having each other's backs and supporting one another and bantering with one another and working together and also getting into trouble. Everything about it was just so much fun and so heartwarming. On that note, this book does have a lot of really heartwarming characters and relationship dynamics. They all really blossomed and came to life on the page, both the characters and the relationships. I came away from this book pretty attached to all of these characters, even the more side characters, and I just really appreciated how everyone contributed to the story. There's also a competitiveness between these characters that feels pretty brutal, and I do think this book did a good job of balancing the fun and the love with the darkness, messiness, and the complexity. The next thing that I do want to talk about is the romance. I ship them, I like them, and I'm excited to see where it all goes moving forward. These two have a personality contrast that I typically really like in my ships, so I was not surprised that I also liked it here. I also thought this story had some really beautiful descriptions that really immersed you in the settings and the atmosphere, and I'm super excited to hopefully see more of the cities moving forward in the series. I love learning everything about this world, honestly, from its history to its modern day. Everything. I also thought the trials were really cool. I did get a little bit confused towards the end of the final one, but these were fun. They reminded me of like a game show / reality competition show, and I did end up enjoying that aspect of it. The story did develop a bit of a formula towards the middle, which concerned me for like half of a second, but there was enough going on to where each part felt different and interesting enough that I almost didn't notice it at all. And then another part of that was because I was so excited to just keep reading and continuing on with the story. I also think the story set itself up and teased things really well, both for this book's own ending and also for the series moving forward. It was engaging, and my mind was trying to put all of the pieces and hints together until that final picture actually formed. And I'm super curious to see what comes after this. I actually did think this book was a standalone until it was very obvious that there was no way that that was the case, because I just had 2 little pages left, and that was something that I was both very relieved and then also very excited to find out. One, because it didn't mess with the pacing at all. I do think this book is very well paced. And then I also get to stay with the characters for longer, and I love that so much. Overall, I feel like this is a story and a world that has a lot of detail and depth and just a lot going on in general, but the way it all came together felt so satisfying and just so well done. I loved every second of reading this, and I honestly never wanted to put it down, and I will be giving the Sunbearer Trials 5 out of 5 stars. I mean, I didn't expect anything less, but I'm still super happy. If Cemetery Boys wasn't enough, and it was, but if it wasn't enough to cement Aiden Thomas as like one of my favorite authors ever, this book definitely did that. And like I said before, I am just so excited to see what comes next. Okay, so that is all I have for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, and answer the question that'll be around here if you want to do that. And hopefully I will see you here next time. Bye!